Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? This is Mia Hall, and you are tuned into Brown Girls Glow Live. Woo, ooh, 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 ooh. I own the rights to the music because I just made that little beat up. Brown Girls Glow Live is a platform where young women from ages 13 to 19 can come and see what they can do to glow. Glow stands for give, lead, own, and write your destiny. So that's what I like to talk about on Brown Girls Glow usually, or every once in a while. I, excuse me, some water. But every now and again, I have a guest join me and talk about how they glow, how they grew up, what they would tell their 16-year-old self, because that's right in that, teenage time. Excuse me. It's not until I start talking that I start yawning. But yes, I am here because it is Wednesday. I really want to come to you every Wednesday that I can and just let you know what's going on this week, let you know what God is saying to me, and encourage you to move forward in the next week, right? All right, so today we are talking about disruption. Why? Because this past weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, was the Black Enterprise Disruptor Summit. More rounds of applause. So the Disruptor Summit in Atlanta was amazing. And the Disruptor Summit in Atlanta was beautiful. I heard that it was Selena Hill's baby, so shout out to Selena Hill. What's up, Ash? And shout out to the whole Black Enterprise team. I have been writing with Black Enterprise starting in 2011, and it was solely because of Mr. Alfred Edmond Jr. I met him in 2000 and maybe, woo, it was my freshman year of college, so it had to be about 2003 that we met. So we passed our 20-year anniversary. But yeah, so I've known him for 20 years. Really, like, he's been my mentor, since college. And I was a runner-up, some kind of winner for Bank of America Young Entrepreneurs Contest. And he was, they made an announcement in the back, like, oh, Black Enterprise is here. And as it is now, as it was then, it was like, oh, Black Enterprise, like, everybody knows about the magazines, and and that was a big deal back then. Still is a big deal. So that's how we met, and have just had a mentorship relationship, mutually beneficial. Mentorship is not owed, it's earned. That is his quote that I learned from him. So yeah, man. And we had a story come out. His was in Black Enterprise and mine was on my blog. I wrote a story about him at the same time that he wrote a story, and it included me, I believe, with his other mentors. But, so he has several mentors that, he's watched to grow over the years. So just happy to be one of the mentees. And so happy to see where Black Enterprise has come. Not only since I've known Mr. Edmond, but also since I've been a writer there. So the Disruptor Summit in Atlanta. On Friday night, we were able to go to a reception. Beautiful venue. I think it's called the Standard in downtown Atlanta. But it was a very beautiful space. Carlita. It was a very beautiful space. And so I saw, some people I knew. Like I said, I saw Selena, who we did networking beats together with, Tia Mari, with Jamel. It was Selena, Tia Mari, Jamel, and Bianca and myself, right? 5 of us that did networking beats, the first 2. Which was just good times because we were all saying that, our friends need to meet each other. And Tia and I were working at Black Enterprise together at the same time. Selena was too. But yeah, and one day she was like, we should call it Networking Beats. And Beats, was an acronym and everything like that. So yeah, we all had an event together, and I really hope that we can bring it back, man. We're going to bring it back. If y'all want to check out some of our old events, y'all could go on our Instagram. It's still up, Networking Beats. You can still see some photos, some videos. We had events in New York and Los Angeles during All-Star Weekend. So yeah, we had panel discussions. It was a great time. Great times. But yeah, so it was wonderful to see her there and just doing her thing. Mayor Dickens was there. So I got to introduce myself to him. And yeah, it was just a good time. I got to see some writers that I appreciate, Rhonda and Amir. Rhonda has written for just countless outlets, over the years. I mean, Amir as well, but Amir is currently, I believe, at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. If I'm wrong, then he used to be with Rolling Out for a very long time. So now he's doing more with an Atlanta publication. And so, yeah, so it was great to see him and Alex, that media girl, and Ray Holiday. I saw him the next day. But yeah, so that was Friday night. Saturday, so this is why I called it, what happens when, disruptors are disrupted. Saturday, one of my closest friends who has lost her sister, lost her mother, lost her dad, and she had her twin brother left in her nuclear family. And he passed suddenly in his sleep on Saturday. So, yeah, so that was just a sad story. Some of you may know that my partner, he passed away in his sleep in 2021. And so, that is never easy. I don't know what it's like to be a twin. Number one, you're sharing the womb, with somebody. Then, you grow up your whole life, pretty much side by side with them. So I don't know what it's like. I don't even know what it's like to lose a sibling. Thankfully I have my younger sister, Janae, but yeah, I do not know what it's like to even lose a sibling, let alone a twin. So my heart goes out to her, but it definitely disrupted, my time, but of course, like, not in a way where, I was like complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, am I sad? Of course. Am I like, why? The last member of a nuclear family other than, herself, am I curious? Yes. Am I trying not to lean on my own understanding? Yes. And I just want to, I just wanted to be able to comfort her at that time, be able to go to her. She was all the way in New York though, so yeah, I was going to the Disruptor Summit and boom, disrupted. But the founder or co-founder of the Fearless Fund, she was talking about how when you are a disruptor, disruption is inevitable, right? And if anybody knows anything about the Fearless Fund, of course, it's giving away, I believe millions of dollars to Black-owned businesses. And it's a Black venture capitalist fund, and she's giving away millions of dollars, I believe, to Black-owned firms and companies. But, they're trying to make a lawsuit against her that's discrimination. So she said in her speech, because she was awarded at the Disruptor Summit for being a disruptor. But she said, that's what it's going to come with. That comes with the territory. And so I believe that I learned that, that yes, one, that it comes with the territory, but two, to really, make sure that, you can't make sure that you schedule, your pleasure, because your pain will schedule itself, right? The pain will come from nowhere, right? And that was so clear this weekend, right? Out of nowhere. This man, she spoke to her brother on Friday night. Saturday morning, she gets a call that he is gone, right? So pain it will come from every which way. You could lose your job, boom, you didn't know it was coming, boom. Or, if other people losing it, maybe you did have a little, but your life is disrupted. So what do? Make sure that you schedule that pleasure. So on my end, right, of course, I had the Disruptor Summit scheduled, made sure that I was going to something that I knew I would enjoy, something that I would learn from, something that I would grow from. Of course, that I had to take a break from that, and shift. But I was able to, call other people, call our other friends, let them know what happened, and took some time to just, sit myself as well, and so I did. So I did that basically for half the day on Saturday, then, tried to navigate the conference as much as I could. And then I had scheduled to go camping. Like, for some reason, I knew that I wanted to go camping for a very long time. And so I did schedule a camping trip on Saturday. So I already had that plan to go away, get out of the city, get near a body of water, right? To get around, nature, right? To get around the trees. And this was my first time like sleeping outside in a tent, right? So, to just do that and be one with nature and be able to talk to God, be able to pray for my friends, be able to pray for my friend's niece, right? My friend's brother had a daughter. And so, that was, it was like my day was disrupted, but because I had planned, my pleasure, or planned that time to be away, right? It was already set. I didn't have to come home and sulk and, granted, I could have, went to a park or something like that, but, to have something scheduled and, activities and, things that kind of could keep my mind, off what happened, or, just put it into perspective, right? Because everybody dies, but not everybody lives. And Will was a person that did live. He was fun. He was a fun guy, funny, super, super funny. I want to say he is, because though he's not in his earth suit, he is now in the spiritual body that God has for him. So I still, say that he is, because though he's not here anymore, he is, in his afterlife, in heaven. So that's what I just wanted to come on really quickly tonight and encourage somebody to schedule your pleasure, because your pain will schedule itself. If you are a disruptor and you are out there, disrupting the world, then know that sometimes you will get disrupted. I mean, it is inevitable that you will be disrupted, right? As a child of God, if you are a person of faith, know that this comes with it. God said in his word that there will be trials and tribulations, right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But he ain't say, no weapon would be formed against you. The weapons will form, but they won't prosper, right? And I know it might sound cliche because we hear it in church said all the time, but we have to know it's true, right? So it's not the easiest season for me. I don't know if any season has been easy, but there has been some seasons where more abundance has been flowing than it is right now. But I will say this, that God is faithful and he has never failed me. I don't even like to say he's never failed me yet, because I don't believe that he don't fail me ever. I know he's not done with me yet, because there will become a day when, when I've completed my mission on earth. And I put that in his hands. So So yes, I wanted to talk about that. The camping trip. It was with Connected Camping. Shout out to them. Y'all go, especially if you're in Georgia, look them up online. Even though some people flew out from Philly and drove down from North Carolina to go, it was only overnight, so it's like 24 hours. But they have amazing plant-based food from Marachi, I think it's called. If I'm getting the name wrong, I'll put it in the link. But yeah, they had plant-based food. You were able to swim in the lake if you wanted to. They had activities, they had games, music, talent show. They did have meditation and yoga, which I didn't participate in, but I did get a chance to read. I got a chance to pray, meditate, all that in my own space. And yeah, so it was overall a great trip. I would do it again. I would recommend it to anybody that wants to just get away, be in nature, hear the raindrops fall on your tent. It did rain, and that didn't even make it like a bad thing, because the sun came out tomorrow. No, but the sun did come out, and yeah, it was just it was refreshing, especially just thinking about the pain that my friend must be going through. So yeah, I will also put the GoFundMe for my friend in the link in my bio and the link in this video, because her family is looking for support during this time, not only for funeral costs and arrangements, but for Will Smith's daughter, who now does not have a father. Her father was working, one of her primary caretakers, and so now he is gone. So that stream of income is gone from her. And so we want to, raise some capital so that, she'll be able to have it. She won't have any worries, for her, for the foreseeable future at the least, So yeah. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, or watching the replay. I love you. God bless you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am only 13 or so subscribers away from 500, and I would love to get there. And then, of course, I would love to get to that beloved 1,000. But for now, 13 of you, if you're watching this video, please subscribe to this channel so you can get updates, man. I'm coming back every Wednesday, coming at you. All right, next week, I'm looking forward to having Brandy Kellum. I used to work with her when I was at NBC and Rockefeller Center. And now she's out here winning awards and doing documentaries. Ooh, so praise God. So yeah, so that will be a treat. So make sure you come back and join us. All right. And I will see y'all next time. Subscribe. All right, y'all. God bless.